Geralda struggles to keep pace all day, and when you see her struggling, you give the order to set up camp for the night earlier than usual.
Are you all right?
The female dwarf looks ill, and as she's aware of the fact, she doesn't even try to make excuses.
The potion! It's finished! I need more of it!
She looks at you imploringly, as if you could help her. Over the next few days, Geralda's condition grows increasingly worse. She begins to shiver, and more than once you catch her muttering to herself and glancing at Andakai surreptitiously. The Mager claims she does not know what kind of potion it is and why Geralda might need it. You believe her, but you also notice that Andakai doesn't really seem interested in finding a solution to the problem either. You reach the place that was marked on the Orcs map, and judging by the sight you are presented with, there is no doubt. This is where the Alfar did their experiments.
Dwarves! Oh, how glad I am to finally see members of my own race again. How glad I am to see anyone at all who doesn't want to kill me.
We're here to save you. We've heard that Alpha are experimenting on dwarves. Where are the others?
I am the last one.
There's me too.
You? Ah! So you escaped? Oh, I should have known it.
You're the Firstling who set off into the kingdom of the Fifthlings to find the sword Star Slasher, aren't you?
Yes, that's true. Castor Roughblade is the name, but how did you know that?
We found your notes in the Golden Well. We were hoping to find you alive.
I'm grateful. I was hoping that someone would find them in the worst case, and that I was successful. I found the sword and was on my way back from the kingdom of the Fifthlings when the Alfar surprised me. They came in the night, and I had no chance to even defend myself. The next morning I woke up in this cage. They wanted to do the same to me as they'd done to her.
Castor nods in Geralda's direction.
But they didn't get round to that.
You and Geralda, you know each other?
She was already here when I arrived. The Alpha did experiments on her. They fed her with a tincture from this device, and then it was as if she was a doll. She had to follow their orders. They trained her in battle, and she could do Alpha magic. I swear it. But the last time, something was different. She fought against the orders of the Alpha, beheaded one of them in the end. She set me and the other prisoners free and ran away in the chaos. The Alpha recaptured all of us, apart from her.
Where are the Alpha? Oh, forget it.
Expecting more in a battle. What's up? What is it?
Vile creature! And again! We are the vile creature!
Fought well and yet lost.
Yes?
What is it? Yes, yes, so!
Yes?
Huh?
And what now?
Why not?
Disgusting. A bit too much
And
for
again.
you, was I?
What is it?
Huh?
Oh.
Why not?
Vile creature.
Who's next?
What do you need?
Yes? Kill! Vile creature! Kill!
Disgusting.
Vile creature! And again!
Yeah! He hardly put up
Vile
a fight.
creature!
What is it? Yes, yes.
Yes?
Huh? Kill! Vile creature!
Don't take it first, Nutty.
Kill!
That was good training.
And again! Vile creature! I was hoping never to see a single Shadowmare again after Greenglade.
Good job there was two of them then. Ha!
Let's have a look around. Maybe there are more survivors, or we might find out something about the potion that Geralda needs. The danger is over. Once and for all.
Now the horror finally comes to an end.
A rucksack containing everything needed for a few days in the wilderness and an exotic-looking sword. The elf has been beheaded. He is dead, and even the perished land won't be able to make him rise again.
Well, that's him. I remember now. He forced me to drink a potion. That's what gave me my powers. I killed him and ran away.
On closer inspection, you see a small rolled-up note in the elf's hand.
A recipe. If I had to guess, probably for Geralda's potion.
You have no idea what to do with the various devices and ingredients, but it should be easy for Andakai, as an experienced mager and alchemist, to brew Geralda's potion. You don't wish to spend the night amongst the dead, so you set up camp a little way off. You decipher the recipe for Geralda's potion together with Andakai and Namora.
All in all, the equipment and the process is not hard to understand, despite being a little strange. And the ingredients take some getting used to, even for me. This black water and elf blood, for example.
Is this what gives Geralda her powers?
Andakai nods.
It gives her powers and makes her dangerous. What will she do if the potion runs out and she is driven to madness by thirst? She could force me to brew more and more of the potion for her and find a way to supply the elf blood that is needed for it.
Andakai's gaze pierces you.
I can mix a poison that looks just like her potion. She trusts you, Tungdil. If you give it to her, she will drink it, and we will remove an uncontrollable danger from Girdlegard.
That would still be murder. No matter how great a danger she may present, she didn't choose her powers and deserves to live.
Andakai shakes her head in disappointment, but to your surprise, gets to work without another word. After 2 hours, Andakai comes to you and holds out 2 phials that look exactly like Geralda's.
I stick by my opinion, Tungdil. You must recognize how great the danger is. The phial on the left is the potion. In the other is the poison.
Andakai gives you the 2 phials.
Decide wisely.
Before you can say anything, she has already turned away and is marching at a swift pace towards Jeroen.
Tungdil, is the potion ready?
You only just managed to hide the phials from Geralda.
Yes, here is the potion.
You give Geralda the real potion, and she takes several large swigs.
Thank you, Tungdil. What would I do without... Ugh. What is that? It's burning. You've poisoned me.
You stare at the second phial in your hand, and then at the face of the dwarf, contorted in pain. With a final pain-stricken scream, Geralda collapses in front of you. As the others rush over, you are still standing there, frozen in shock.
She's dead. Take her away.
Without worrying about the objections of the others, Jeroen follows her order. Andakai grabs your shoulder and pulls you aside.
So you gave her the potion? I thought you would.
You swapped them, how could you?
You feel deceived, and anger boils inside you.
Be aware of who you're talking to, Tungdil Goldhand. We may be traveling together, but I am still one of the 6. I have ruled over my realm for many years and made many difficult decisions. This was not one of them. She was a product of Alpha experiments and could have become as great a danger to Girdlegard as not on.
But perhaps we could have...
You think you can see a hint of sympathy in the Mager's face, but without another word she leaves you where you're standing. For the first time in a long while, you feel just like the stupid, naive Smith who left the cozy vaults in Yonandar so long ago. As night falls, you find yourselves on a hot mountain face covered in sharp crags. You would favor pretty much anywhere else to spend the night, but it is too dark to go any further. You are woken in the middle of the night by Boindle.
Scholar, can you smell it? There are piggies nearby.
You sniff deeply, but don't smell anything but the stench of sulphur. But you do see something moving in the shadows and are immediately wide awake.
What now? Oink, oink, little piggies!
What is it?
We hardly put up a fight!
Fought well and yet lost.
was good training.
Looking for enemies? They're all here!
Yes?
What do you mean? I was expecting more of a battle.
And again!
Yes?
Kill!
What is it? I was expecting more of a battle.
Not like this! He hardly put up a fight! And again!
Okay, this is starting to get too much.
What is it?
On my way.
Thanks.
Understood.
Good plan. What do you need?
Yes?
Yeah!
Vile creature!
Protect.
I just need a little rest.
Vile creature! And again!
Yeah!
Killed!
Yeah!
And again!
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Killed!
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
And again! Killed!
Yeah!
Killed!
Yeah!
Killed! And again! Vile creature! Killed!
After the battle, you finally have time to catch your breath. You check the others one by one to see how they are. Bavragor seems out of it and is staggering with every step he takes.
Bavragor, are you all right?
Agonizingly slowly, he turns to face you. Blood is flowing from his mouth and through his beard.
I made a mistake.
All strength slips from his body and he falls forward. An arrow is protruding from his back.
Andakai, Bavragor has been hit!
You immediately rush towards him. Balandis, next to you, takes his hand.
Too late. The arrow was poisoned, I could feel it. I hadn't planned to return to the kingdom of the Secondlings, but I did at least want to complete my task to die in glory.
You won't die, Bavragor. Andakai, can't you?
You turn to the Maga, but one look at her face robs you of all hope. She shakes her head imperceptibly.
We are in the perished land, aren't we? Let me die. Then I can at least complete my task. My defiance will be stronger than the urge to do evil.
Before you can object, Boindil lays a hand on your shoulder.
You know yourself how stubborn we are, scholar. We should grant him his wish. If he turns on us, then I will take care of him myself.
You've heard about dead dwarves on expeditions in the Perish land defying the bloodlust for many days. But you want to find a better way. Bavragor's breathing is becoming shallower, until it finally stops completely. While Balandis is still sobbing next to you, the stonemason rises suddenly. His face is pale and his eyes seem empty.
Even death can't stop me. I told you. My defiance is stronger.
None of you really know what to say, and finally Bavragor compels you to continue your journey. You can see the inner conflict in the stonemason's face, and you don't know how long he can resist it. You continue on your way with an uneasy feeling. Bavragor has assured you that everything is all right, but since he came back, he has kept himself apart from the rest of the group. You decide to talk to him during your hike.
Are you really all right?
I feel nothing, Tungdil. I don't feel my body anymore, and my head is strangely empty. I ate things that I used to love, and things that I hated.
He glances at Boindil.
I would like to rip into shreds and devour.
You had no idea that it is so bad. On one hand, you feel an unspeakable pain seeing your companion in this state. On the other hand, you are afraid that he could attack one of you, and you hate being so afraid of Bavragor.
Hey, Maga, tell your henchman he shall look after me. If I do things I shouldn't do, he is to stop me.
Everyone has stopped in their tracks, and are all staring at the stonemason. Andakai is the first to free herself from the tense torpor, and with a nod, Jeroen follows the orders, and from that point he doesn't leave Bavragor's side. You finally reach the place where Keenfire will take on form, the stronghold of the Fifthlings with the hottest forge in Girdlegard, Dragonfire. This is where evil first entered Girdlegard, a disgrace for the Dwarves, who were given the task of protecting it by Vrachus. Since then, the Perish land has spread. Alfar and Orcs have invaded, and the Elves almost eradicated. But you have decided to face up to the evil. You will forge Keenfire and stop Nodon, or die trying. You enter the old stronghold with determination.
Whoa.
The Fifthlings really knew how to build a stronghold.
And we're probably the first dwarves in 1,000 cycles to enter these halls.
Come on, you beasts! I may be the last, but I will take at least 4 dozen more of you down with me!
Gundagar! Hold on, my king!
Oh, there's a surprise! Is there some courage hidden inside the little gem cutter after all?
Come on, let's help Gandagar.
Is it something bad? Yeah. What's up?
Meet your doom!
Huh?
Yeah!
Please wait a moment!
I knew it! You're going to leave me here to perish! This is all your fault!
What is it?
Over here! Girdle Guard is ours! Yeah! Yeah!
Yes?
What do you want me to do? Hey!
Meet your doom!
Hey! Hey!
What do you need?
I can't do this on my own! Over here! I need support! Kill those foot-rackers!
Makes sense.
That will be safe, will it?
Girdle Guard is ours! And again!
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. What?
Eat it first, Nolly. Is it something bad?
Just die! And again!
Yes?
Yes,
What do you need?
Hey! Bit too many over here!
I have carried out my duty.
No. Too soon.
And again! Girdle Guard is ours! Make your doom!
kill! Vile creature! And again. Kill. I can't do that.
Middle guard is ours.
My king, you're alive.
Tungdil, I would have never have thought I'd be so happy to see you again. You seem to have fared better than we.
What happened to you? Where are the others?
They are dead. Only I remain.
Your learned tongue refuses to do its job. You consider how it was you who sent these people to their ruin. You don't see any accusation in Gandagar's expression, just grief and determination.
And now that you are here, I carry the hope that their sacrifice was not in vain.
In a few short words, you give account of everything that has happened to you on your way to the kingdom of the Fifthlings. Gandagar listens silently and nods now and then.
You have done well. You appear to be a better leader than I expected, Tungdil Goldhand.
I don't know. Half the time I was advised what to do next.
It is our destiny to follow the untrodden path. Leaders take one step after the other. They never stand still. And if you look back and ask yourself, what if, you will never find the courage to take another step.
We have to get to the forge. Let's forget our contest and work together.
I agree. We have seen the spread of the perished lands, and the beasts of Tion wanted us to keep away from this place. Maybe there is some truth in your story about Keenfire.
You tense your shoulders and strengthen the grip on your weapon.
Let's find out.
Not so fast, groundlings.
Are you going to stop us, little man?
Even greater armies haven't been able to stop us.
An evil grin spreads across the Famulous's face.
Oh, I know. But how about this?
Finally, a real challenge! Everyone else keep your hands off it! Understood?
What is it?
What do you want me to do?
What do you need?
I'll help you with that then.
Protect.
They're hitting me pretty hard! Yes? Others will take my place.
What is it?
And what now?
He cheated! What's up?
Yes?
Yes?
Fought well and yet lost.
They can't end like this!
My duty.
I mean, too much for you, was I? Hey! Bit too many enemies? They're all here! Slowly, slowly! Looking for enemies? They're all here! Don't take it personally. A bit too much for you, was I? Don't take it personally. A bit too much for you, was I? Don't take it personally. Hold your horses, all right? A bit too much for you, was I? Disgusting. Don't take it personally.
Tungdil, let's hope that was the last obstacle on the path to your victory.
I've already said it once, but I will say it again. I don't want the throne, and I never did. All I care about is saving Girdlegard. If I don't manage, make sure that Keenfire is forged, and promise me that you will work with Namora and Keenfire against Nodon.
Gandagar bows his head.
By Vracus and Giselbert I, in whose kingdom we now stand, I swear I will not rest until Nodon is dead. But you will be by my side. Can't be serious.
It looks like all the fiends of Girdlegard have gathered here together.
You take a deep breath.
We've come too far to give up now. The gate to the forge is at the other end of the hall. Protect those who are important for the creation of the Keenfire. The rest of us are dispensable. Attack!
For Girdlegard!
For Bragnas! Yeah, I going! Here I come!
I understand.
On my way. All right then.
I understand.
All right then.
Victory!
Why not?
Glad. I understand.
All right then.
Glad.
On my way.
I understand.
All right then.
Glad.
I need help over here! Quick!
I'm on my way.
They're hitting me pretty hard!
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
I understand. Glad. I understand.
I'm all right then. Why not?
Glad.
It won't open.
It's about time for a plan, scholar. Enough! The time has come.
Not on.
Open the gate. I'll hold him off for as long as I can.
Back, you maggots! They belong to me!
He's a nod on. It's
Radario.
It makes no difference. The gate is bolted shut.
Later, get inside.
You recognize the dwarf standing in front of you in shimmering armor, because you have seen his features more than once, wrought in gold and vercassium and flaunted on the walls on your way through the kingdom of the Fifthlings. Giselbert Ironeye, the progenitor of the Fifthlings.
Welcome, whoever you may be. I hope your coming is a good omen.
You look at the 10 dwarves with their pale faces and eyes that seem slightly vacant, as if they were in a trance. They are wearing wonderfully crafted armor, and the resolve that Vracus gave his people can be read in each and every face.
It really is you, isn't it?
We are the last of the Fifthling clan. We have defied the hordes of evil since the downfall of my realm. We fell against the Elfar and were brought back to life by the perished land, but instead of serving it, we fought against it. We are rather hard to defeat, and each of my men has slain more monsters than any other dwarf before them. But such victories are a meager consolation after such a loss.
And you don't feel any hate towards other dwarves or all things living?
You are thankful for the old king and his men. but you experience firsthand what power the perished land exerts over those it has in its grasp.
We have learned 1,100 cycles have been enough to silence the hate inside us.
You look at the legendary king's face and see no signs of lying, but also no joy, no hope, no life. Just sadness and the irrepressible defiance of the dwarves.
I thank you for your help. Without you, we would have been finished.
Those creatures were content to just watch us for an age, but for the last few orbits, they have been trying to take the forge. I dare say the change has something to do with your wee band, eh?
We are representatives of the Firstlings, the Secondlings, and the Fourthlings, accompanied by the Maga, Andakai the Tempestuous, and friends. It's grim for Girdlegard. The magical barriers that kept the perished land in check for centuries are destroyed. A Magus by the name of Nod On controls the magic, and he can't be killed. Not with any ordinary weapon.
The Dragonfire Forge. Can we light it?
No.
But it's the only place where we can forge Keenfire. The only weapon that can defeat Nodon.
The furnace cannot be lit because it never went out. We defended it against invaders from the beginning. It is burning as hot and bright as ever. Vracus must have known we would need it again one day. Now, rest. The gates will not fall. We'll see to that. Permit yourselves as much sleep as you need, and then we will get to work.